Hey everyone, it's me, Teacher Sam, welcoming you back to our channel. Today's no different. Get ready because we're diving headfirst into the wacky world of grammar. Alright, maybe not wacky, but definitely important. Today we're tackling something that every English learner faces, common mistakes. Don't worry, I'm here to be your grammar guide, your mistake-busting buddy. We're going to look at 10 of the most frequent errors, and of course, how to avoid them. Think of it like this. We're going to decode these grammar mysteries together, so you can write and speak with confidence. Let's get started. Okay, let's kick things off with a classic grammar conundrum. You versus your. I know, they sound exactly the same and they're only one little apostrophe away from each other, but trust me, that tiny apostrophe makes all the difference. You is your trusty sidekick when you're talking about someone else. Think of it as the you in, hey, you dropped your phone, or is that your coffee? It's all about possession. Showing who owns what. Your phone, your coffee, you get the idea. Now your is a whole different ballgame. It's a contraction, a superhero combo of you and are. So, when you want to say you are awesome at grammar, you can shorten it to, you're awesome at grammar, see? Much snappier. Alright folks, get ready for round 2 of our grammar showdown. This is where we separate the grammar enthusiasts from the casual learners. Buckle up because it's going to be a fun and enlightening ride. This time we're tackling the infamous trio there, and there. These 3 words might look similar, but they have very different meanings and uses. Let's dive in and clear up the confusion once and for all. These 3 little words cause more confusion than a pigeon trying to navigate a crowded city square. Imagine being that pigeon, surrounded by towering buildings and bustling crowds, trying to find your way. That's how many people feel when they encounter their there and there. But fear not, because I'm here to break it down for you. Let's start with there. This word is all about possession, indicating that something belongs to a group of people. This little guy is all about possession, just like your from our last grammar adventure. Remember how we talked about your indicating ownership? Well, there works in a similar way, but it refers to a group rather than an individual. It shows that something belongs to a group of people. For instance, if a group of friends owns a car, you would say, it's their car. Simple, right? For example, you might say, the students put their books on the table. This sentence clearly indicates that the books belong to the students. See, their books belong to the students. Whenever you want to show that something belongs to a group, there is the word to use. Next up, we have there. This word is quite versatile and can be used in different contexts. Now, there is a bit of a multitasker. It can point to a location, introduce a new idea, or even be used in expressions. It can be used to point to a location, like look over there. This usage is straightforward and helps direct attention to a specific place. Or it can be used to introduce a new idea or fact, like, there are many different ways to learn English. This usage helps to present new information or concepts. And finally, we have there the contraction superstar. This word is a combination of they and are, making it a handy contraction. Just like it's a mashup of they and are. This contraction is perfect for making your sentences more concise and fluid. So instead of saying they are going to the movies, you can say they're going to the movies. It's quicker, easier, and sounds more natural in conversation. Mastering these 3 words can significantly improve your writing and speaking skills. With practice, you'll be able to use there, and there correctly without even thinking about it. So keep practicing, and soon you'll be a grammar pro. Remember, every little bit of progress counts. Happy learning. Let's be honest, apostrophes can be a bit like that one friend who always shows up unannounced, a little unpredictable and sometimes causing a bit of chaos. But just like that friend, once you get to know them, you realize they're actually pretty cool and can even be quite helpful. Apostrophes have 2 main jobs in the English language, showing possession and creating contractions. Think of them as tiny punctuation marks with a big personality. First up, let's talk about possession. When you want to show that something belongs to someone or something else, the apostrophe is your go-to tool. For example, the cat's toy tells us that the toy belongs to the cat. The apostrophe followed by an S works like a charm. Now, when it comes to contractions, apostrophes really shine. They swoop in and replace letters, creating shorter, snappier versions of words. Think about it. Cannot becomes can't, do not transforms into don't, and I am magically turns into I'm into. Welcome back to our grammar boot camp. Today, we're tackling a pair of words that often leave learners scratching their heads. It's and its. These two are like identical twins separated at birth. They look strikingly similar but have completely different personalities. Let's start with its. This little guy is all about possession, just like his or her. It shows that something belongs to it. For example, you might say, the tree lost its leaves in the storm. See, the leaves belong to the tree, so we use its. Now its is a whole different story. Remember those cool contractions we talked about earlier? Well, its is one of them. It's the love child of it and is all dressed up in a shorter, snappier outfit. Welcome back, word nerds. Today, we're diving into the wonderful world of less and fewer. These two little words often get mixed up, but don't worry, we're going to clear up the confusion once and for all. Think of fewer as your go-to guy for things you can count, like cookies, people, or puppies. If you can count it, use fewer. For example, you would say, I ate fewer cookies than my brother, or there were fewer people at the park today. Now, less is your best bet for things you can't count, like water, time, or love. These are things that are measured, not counted. So you would say, I have less time than I thought, or there is less traffic today. Get ready to unravel a grammar puzzle that's a bit like a double agent, the double negative. These sneaky phrases can really trip you up if you're not careful. But don't worry, we're going to shine a light on them and learn how to use them correctly. In English, using two negative words in a sentence can actually have the opposite effect of what you intend. It's like saying no twice, it cancels itself out. For example, saying I don't have no money actually implies that you do have money, which is probably not what you want to say. The key to avoiding double negatives is to choose one negative word and stick with it. So instead of saying I don't have no money, you could say I don't have any money or I have no money. Get ready for a grammar showdown, folks. In this corner we have me, the master of casual conversation. And in the other corner we have I, the champion of formal writing. These two pronouns are often used interchangeably, but there are some key differences to keep in mind. Let's start with me. This little guy is your go-to pronoun when you're the object of the verb or preposition. For example, you would say, my mom called me or he gave the book to me. Now I is the star of the show when you're the subject of the verb, the one doing the action. So you would say, I went to the store, or my friend and I watched a movie. Remember, when in doubt, try rephrasing the sentence without the other person. Hold on to your hats, grammar fans, because we're about to enter the wacky world of misplaced modifiers. These tricky little phrases can completely change the meaning of your sentence if they're not in the right place. It's like playing a game of grammar Tetris. You have to make sure all the pieces fit together perfectly. A misplaced modifier is a word or phrase that's describing the wrong thing in a sentence. For example, take a look at this sentence. I saw a dog chasing a squirrel with a long tail. Now, who has the long tail, the dog or the squirrel? The way the sentence is written, it sounds like the dog is the one with the long tail, but if we rearrange the modifier, we can clarify the meaning. I saw a dog with a long tail chasing a squirrel. Fasten your seatbelts, grammar enthusiasts, because we're about to embark on a thrilling journey through time with verb tenses. Just like a time machine, verb tenses allow us to express actions and events that happened in the past, are happening now, or will happen in the future. The key to mastering verb tenses is to understand the different forms and when to use them. For example, if you want to talk about something that happened in the past, you would use the past tense, like I walked to school yesterday. If you want to talk about something that's happening right now, you would use the present tense, like I am walking to school now. And if you want to talk about something that will happen in the future, you would use the future tense, like I will walk to school tomorrow. Welcome to the final round of our grammar boot camp. Today, we're tackling a punctuation mark that's often misunderstood and misused. The comma. Think of the comma as a friendly traffic cop, directing the flow of your sentences and ensuring that your meaning is clear. One of the most common comma errors is the comma splice, which occurs when two independent clauses are joined together with only a comma. For example, I went to the store, I bought some milk. See how that sentence feels a bit clunky? To fix a comma splice, you can either add a conjunction, like and but, or, use a semicolon, or separate the clauses into two sentences. For example, you could say, I went to the store and I bought some milk, I went to the store, I bought some milk, or I went to the store, I bought some milk. Congratulations on making it through our crash course on common English mistakes. Remember, understanding and avoiding these common mistakes can significantly improve your English. And hey, even native speakers make these mistakes sometimes, so don't be too hard on yourself if you slip up every now and then. Don't forget to click the link in the description below to help improve your English grammar, vocabulary, and speaking skills all at once. It's packed with helpful resources and exercises that will take your English to the next level. Thanks for watching and keep practicing. The more you use your English skills, the stronger they'll become. I'll see you in our next video.